Hey, David Mark Young here again. I'm trying to catch my breath. I just stopped. And that's really the point of doing this is I started this thing called Jog Vlog. And by the way, the feedback and the comments are so inspiring and motivating, and inspires me to do this again. And I'll keep doing it. I started out just decided to put a video out there, and why? Well, I think that's the biggest question. And by the way, people have been sending messages, direct messages to me over Instagram, over Facebook, over Twitter and YouTube, and even, you know, the folks that I know. That's the thing, is people I don't even know are starting to show up, and they're starting to comment and, you know, ask questions. You know, hey, this is great, I love it. You know, thanks for that, by the way. Thanks for that feedback. That's positive reinforcement, and tells me that somebody else is watching this. Surprise! Hey, it's not just people that I know. So, you know, I'm trying not to clam up a little bit and be the typical quiet, shy Dave Young that has a tendency to crawl back in my shell, and I almost have to force myself to be an extrovert. Sometimes, you know, it just kind of comes out. Woo! You know, for those that have ever seen that side. Oh man, sweat and stuff in my eyes. Yeah, that's the biggest question is what the hell are you doing? What's going on here? Why do you feel the need to put a video, you know, put your thoughts out there and share them? And while I'm out running, I pick my thoughts apart. I dissect my thoughts. I focus on, you know, the distance and time that I have to think about things. And this is, you know, this has been going on for years, and where I'm, you know, trained for a run, and then I finish the run, and it feels a little bit open-ended, like you know, I'm on this high. Anybody that's run distance, or, you know, done anything that where you achieve that high, gosh, it's, you know, the endorphins, the adrenaline rush. It's, you know, you want to go out and conquer the world, and then, you know, I go home and you know, just got to get right back to my day job to pay the bills, and something's missing. So the emotion, highs, lows, it's all accentuated. It's all boosted by the endorphins, by the adrenaline. I've run before and broke down in tears, you know, crying, and well, hell, for that matter, not a lot of people know, but, you know, a couple years ago I was on my way to a marathon, and you know, dark city downtown, 6 in the morning, and this guy starts blasting at me, standing 8 feet from my truck, and holy shit, pretty crazy. Anybody that ran that race that day knows the entire city was shut down, and the race was delayed an hour, and I don't know that anybody really knew the full details. I mean, it was in the papers and the news, and I sort of went into hiding from that. Maybe I'll talk about that someday. Interesting story. All the 3 bullets that hit my truck were inches away from my chest, and anyway, maybe someday go into that a little deeper. But ran the race, finished the race, almost collapsed from the sheer adrenaline, you know, my heart racing for several hours as a result. But I lived, and that's the whole point of it. And but I did kind of go into this a little bit of a comatose state. I sort of hit. Media was after me. They insisted that you know, my obligation as a citizen to make a statement on, you know, the bullshit. I went in hiding, and didn't want to talk to anybody about it. I didn't want to draw any attention to myself. It was sheer randomness, and I just happened to be the dude that was at the other end of somebody's bad day. And that poor guy, you know, I empathize with him and what he was going through, why he felt the need to do what he was doing that day, and you know, anyway. You know, so I sort of went into this little bit of a phase where I closed myself off to the world, and, you know, from news, and from anything negative, you know, things going on in other parts of the world. I just didn't want to hear it, didn't want to see it. And you know, as I started to expose myself back to reality and what the world really is, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a pussy. I'm not somebody that can't handle tough times. I've been through a lot, But I started to pull myself back out into the world and expose myself to things, and realized that I was in control, and I was surrounded by positive. You know, the people I work with, my kids, my family, just everything. You know, the information that was being fed to me, the music, the news, I was in control of it, and I was limiting what was coming in, and here all of a sudden I find myself just completely positive, and I started to really embrace all of the positive, and then, you know, continuing on with running, again, that accentuating those positive vibes, and you know, I started to really embrace myself and realize I have a lot of really good things going on, and they seem to be things that are worth sharing with other people. I mean, I excel in some areas. I mean, I've been a single parent for 16 years, and I fucking rocked it. I mean, I still am. I think I'm a good dad, and I say that because my kids are amazing. I mean, they're just absolutely incredible. Yeah, my daughter, you know, she's an entrepreneur. She's, you know, finished one degree, working on the next, buying property, buying a home, doing all this stuff. She's, you know, 22 years old, and Dad, what degree should I do next? You know, just you know, these decisions, things that I wasn't thinking about until, well, you know, recently, or maybe in the near future. But and my son, you know, this guy, I come home yesterday from a run, and I'm all pumped, and you know, I walk in, and he's hanging from a pull-up bar by one arm and got his phone in the other hand. He's day trading, and he, you know, he's in the L position doing pull-ups. What the hell? Did you get bit by a spider? Where's the other Marvel characters? Yeah, amazing kids. So proud of them. God, I love them. They've been my life, my world. You know, they get a little bit older, and I think I try to be a positive influence with them. And you know, I walked into the room before they didn't even realize, you know, gosh, Dad thinks he's a mix of Dr. Seuss and Yoda. You know, some of the stories that I share with them, that I tell them. You can learn or you can burn. In your turn, it might be. I tell stories and I share experiences. I always say, you guys don't need to be fuck ups, and you know, listen to some of the shit that I did when I was a kid, and I learned. Trust me, I learned. I'm just a little bit of a slow learner. I learned to embrace the good and improve myself. You know, you don't need to make the mistakes that I did. As my kids get older, and they probably get tired of hearing my stories, I just decided to capture some of the positive that I get halfway through my run, and also, you know, this is about a number of things for me. It's you know, breaking the barriers of my comfort zones, and you know, getting out of my comfort zone to do something that I've always wanted to do, and to share, and to motivate and inspire, and to get in shape. All that good stuff. Running, I always thought of it, running, exercise, necessary evil. Start getting a little bit older, it's like, you know, metabolism catches up with you, and you know, it's easier to get fat than it is unhealthy, I should say, you know. And then, you know, as you get older, again, you embrace the importance of being healthy, and you know, surrounded by the things that you love, and all of the positive things that you're intentionally surrounded by, and you know, don't want to let it go. And you know, you have little scares here and there that kind of shake you up, oh shit, you know, I better get my house in order and start to you know, clean things up. I'd like to be around for a little while at least. So here I am, you know, trying to motivate myself, and as I motivate myself, I've learned that when I do get there, and when I get motivated, it's a power that I can share. You know, I feel a little bit spoiled. It's like, hey, Christmas, yeah, look, open the box, and it's a shitload of motivation and happiness, and wow, I got a lot of that, and I feel a little bit selfish. So I'm gonna share it, and hopefully I can inspire some people, maybe 1-2 people. And again, the feedback that I've received. So And I'll quit looking around. Thanks, Ski, for pointing that out yesterday. I know I look like I'm waiting for a zombie to come around the corner or something. Just self-awareness. Try to make sure there's no, rabid squirrels or, dudes cutting the grass coming around the corner. I'm in some just random location. Like I said, halfway through my run, 4 miles, I've got at least 3 on the way back. So I'm gonna hit 7 today. Feeling good. Actually dropped a couple pounds the last week and a half or so, and it, considering head surgery, not to mention that probably played a factor as well. But thanks for the likes, thanks for the comments, thanks for the shares, thanks for the suggestions, thanks for just the love and everything, and let's keep it going. I mean, let's talk. This has kind of been a bit of a dialogue for me back and forth just the last couple of days. Put the first video up, and somebody asked a question, and I kind of respond to it, talk generally, and like I said, people are sending me direct messages and asking questions. One of the questions I got yesterday was, "What's the longest distance you've ever run?" In one run. 33 miles was the longest, and oh shit, that was a long run. It was actually training, just trying to train for an ultra, and then had some kidney problems back then too. Maybe I shouldn't be running. One of the other questions I had was, when is my wall? When is my high? When do I feel that exhilarating sense of motivation? And for me, it's about it starts about mile 2, mile 3. I grab a thought and I run with it, and sometimes it's an emotional thought. I did it earlier. I started to tear up. Those heartstrings get pulled, and that's just it. My body is in autopilot. My brain is in overdrive, and it's always great to even think about the tough times, challenges, or just things that are out of your control, that the cards you're dealt, and may not be able to really comprehend, put them together. I have a couple of those things that I've experienced in life, and it takes time. Time heals, but also shit for me, running helps heal. It helps you really concentrate and focus and think about things. That's my thought for today, is why I'm doing this, and really it's to be positive. I gotta wave it, so trying to just share the joy. So have a good day. Cheers.